Sorry, this film just it cut off a little bit for a minute, so I had to come back because I was looking at the time. When I went to look at the time on my phone, the stream cut off. Now I had to come back to the stream again, the same stream, the same day. Nothing has changed. You can see the building there. There's a big building, very tall building. This is a very tall building. This is a twin house. I live in a twin house. This is a twin house. I live in one of the twin house. That's the opposite twin house to it. That one is facing towards central, like central London. This is Barking. We're in Barking. Yeah. So you have Westminster there. You have Dockland. You have City Airport on this side. Now this is the building I'm talking about, and I'm talking about the people that lives on the 11th floor, on the opposite side of the building. These people that live on the 11th floor, the same levels as my, look, there's somebody coming out the room already. I was just highlighting the fact that there's activities going on. There's a lady in there again. She's moving around, doing some stuff. I was just highlighting the fact that there's people always moving in the house. People, they're always going back and forth. Like there's a lady keep going to the kitchen, and then that's the kitchen where she is, I suppose. That's the kitchen. This is the kitchen where she is. You can see, this is where she is. She's in, I can't really, this is where she is. This is the kitchen, and this one down there, it was the living room. That's the living room. So this lady, she's in there. I think she's with her husband. I don't know if it's her husband, but I'm sure it's her husband. And that's her, and they have a child. They have like one child. There's like 3 of them in the house. And for me, I think that house is like a 1-bedroom flat, or it's 2-bedroom flat. It could be 1-bedroom flat, it could be 2-bedroom flat. I don't know. Because I've never been inside these houses before. I only been in my own house before. I only been in my own house before, but I haven't really find any interest, to go to my neighbor's house, like next door to my house, and go to my neighbor's house, like particularly where she is, because this is a twin building. It looks the same. It's the same. It's the same. This side and that side is absolutely the same. Where she is, I'm not there. I'm like on that side. It's like I'm on the same level as her, but I'm more like on this side. I'm more like in this house there than where she is. She's down there. So I'm like quite opposite her in my house, to be honest. And in the window here, we're opposite again. I find it very strange. It was very, I find it very strange how this lady, she's doing a lot of activities in her house. She's having a lot of activities in her house with her husband and her child. In the whole building. And other people in the houses, they're doing nothing. There's no other windows where people are doing activities. The same as the people that are doing activities on the 11th floor. If you count all the floor from the bottom, all the floor from the bottom, all the way to the floor that she's in, you can see that, that's the 11th floor. Right now she's in the kitchen now. You can see, just if you look at the kitchen properly, you can see there's like a lot of movement inside the kitchen. There's a lot of movement because right now she's inside the kitchen. She's moving inside. You can see there's a small movement in there. If you look there, you can almost see her properly. Now she's gonna go to the living room. I think she looked like she's going to the living room. But she's gone to the living room now. She's gone to the living room. No one, now you can see there's no one in the window anymore. There's nobody. You can't see no one on the window. Now somebody, she's back again. She's gone to the kitchen again. She's gone back to the kitchen again, you know. And now she's gonna go back to the living room again. She's gone back to the living room again, and she turned on the lights in the living room, I suppose. I think that's the living room. You know, I never been inside that house to say that's the living room or that's the kitchen. But I know that on the side that she is in, yeah, that must be the living room, because that window, the window that I suppose is the kitchen, is the window that is opposite my kitchen as well. So I'm supposing our kitchen is almost opposite each other, because I live in the same building. Yeah, but I live in the opposite house than where she lives. You know, I live more like on this side there, and she lives there. You know, so her window, I'm supposing that room that turn the lights on, yeah, is a house, is a living room. It's the living room, and the next room there is the kitchen, and the kitchen is the one that is opposite my house. You know. So I find it very strange, you know, because the whole building, there's no other people doing any activities in the house. If you look all the way to the top, you know, because it goes all the way to the top there, yeah, all the way to the bottom, yeah. If you look all the way to the bottom, you know, you'll see that there's no activities. No one is doing activity. No one is moving around. You know, everything just stands still. You know, even if you look on that side as well, you know, if you look on that side as well, you see, you can look the whole building, like from the top all the way to the bottom, you know, you'll see, yeah, no one is doing anything. Yeah, everyone is just like probably in the room or something, or sitting down somewhere, you know, doing nothing at all. Yeah, whereas in this house, this lady and her kid, her child and her husband, they keep moving around. They're moving around every minute, you know. I don't know if that's her husband, you know, but I'm supposing he's a male, because it looks from far away, it looks like a male and a female, you know, and they have a child. The child looks like a female. You know, I don't know if they're lesbians or gay family. You know, you never know. Nowadays, you get people, they're gay. You know, one looks like a man, one looks like a woman. You know, you can't really tell the difference whether they're a gay couple or they're straight, they're normal people. They're normal, like a man and a wife. Or maybe they're gay people. They're two women. One woman that looks like a proper female woman. Another woman looks like a man. You know, because she's gone through all these transactions. You know, that you transact your body. You know, you get your body to transform. You know, to transform to become like more like of a man. So you're growing pubic hairs. You know, growing mustache. You know, and you know you're dressing like a man, more like a man, and you're drinking this kind of a product that they're drinking, you know, to give you the body shape, and you're going to the gym and walking out like men. You know, suddenly you cut your hair like a man. You know, you look like a man in reality. You know, so for me to sit here and say, oh, that's a husband, you know, that's a husband, is a man, you know, and that's the wife, it's not right for me to say that, you know, because we have seen this is what people they do nowadays in the world, you know, especially where I am here is England, you know, this is England, yeah, and people they do that, they go and do plastic surgery, you know, to become a man. You know, while they're woman, even men do the same in the opposite way. You know, most men they go and, you know, they dress like a woman. You know, they prefer to do the stuff of a woman than to do the stuff of a man. You know, whereas usually men, they like to go to the gym. You know, men, they like to dress like men's, you know, and they like to cut their hair, you know, have a very short hair, you know. But women, they like to have long hair, you know, dress like women. Most women, they dress like women, although you do get women, you know, some women wouldn't mind, you know, most women, some women, they will dress like a man, you know, they will wear just a normal top like men's, wear a jean or trousers, you know, just like a man. Some of them, they even wear a cap, a hat. You know, some of them, they cut their hair off. You know, a woman will have her hair cut off, you know, but you wouldn't tell this is a woman or a man, you know. But obviously, some women, the boobs as well is very flat. They have a very flat front. So you get very confused as to this is the woman or this is a man. You know, look, this is the window I'm looking at. That window, you know, people, they're doing activities in that window there. Yeah, the whole building, no one is doing anything all the way from the top. Look, you can see all the way from the top, all the way to the bottom. Yeah, you can see that. No one is doing nothing in the whole building. You can't even see even one person in any window. Even if I go through the whole building, you know, you can see the whole building. Yeah, you can see that. You know, no one is doing nothing. Everyone is almost maybe lazy in the room. You know, maybe they have nothing to do, or they have a mental illnesses. You know, because this is England. You know, don't forget we have a coronavirus. You know, we have a coronavirus. You know, coronavirus is more to do with mental health. People not feeling very well in their well-being. You know, hearing a lot of voices and things like this. So this is part of mental illnesses. You know, these people, maybe they're suffering of mental illnesses, most of them in that building. You will never know what kind of stuff that people they're suffering, you know, unless you go and ask them. You know, if I go and ask them, excuse me, you know, do you suffer from mental illnesses? Some people, they're not going to say to you anything. Some people, they're going to hide it, because they don't want to expose themselves, their private life, you know, to other people, you know. But meanwhile, they probably suffer from mental illnesses, as everyone that suffers from mental illnesses, whether it's severe or it's just a normal mental illnesses, you know, it depends on themselves on how they're handling the problem. You know, you won't know, I won't know unless you approach them and you ask them, you know, to find out. And for me, I'm assuming, I have an assumption that the people that live in these twin buildings, you know, most of them, they might have a mental illnesses. I have a mental illnesses. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I have a mental illnesses. You know, the police came and arrested me in my house, in my daddy's house before, you know, and told me you have to go to the doctor, you know, because we think you're suffering from mental illnesses. You know, the police took me from my house. I argued with them. I told them, no, I don't want to go to the hospital, because I'm feeling all right. I don't have any problem. I'm not feeling no bad, nothing. You know, they said to me, no, I'm sorry. You know, we think that you have look, there's no one in the house. You know, there's no one in the house at the moment. You know, since I've been filming, on this camera, that house, they was doing activity. I sat here for almost 1 hour. You know, for me to start to film to you, it was because I was surprised. I said, no, I need to make a video of this. You know, because, you know, I don't understand what's going on. You know, I need to make a video of this to have maybe more understanding of what is happening. You know, I'm assuming there's invisible voices. You know, there's a lot of invisible voices. Yeah, and they have voices in the house. They have a lot of invisible voices in the house, in that 11th floor house. You know, now these invisibles, you know, they are controlling everything is happening in these two twin buildings. You know, this is a twin building. It's the building that looks the same. You know, that building and this building where I am is the same. It looks the same building. You know, it's the same. And I'm making an assumption. You know, I don't know if it's true. You know, I don't know if it's not true. But as far as I'm concerned, the way I know, I think there's a lot of invisible voices in that house. You know, people living in that house there, you know, they are maybe suffering of serious illnesses, of mental illnesses, probably severe mental illnesses. You know, this is people who you said they are disabled people. This is a disabled family. There may be a man and a woman and one child. Maybe the whole of them, they have a disability, which is hearing a lot of invisible voices. You're hearing voices of people, that you can't see them. But all you're hearing is just the voices. They're saying stuff. They're saying, oh, you live in the twin building. You live in the 11th floor. Your name is so and so. You don't go to work. Oh, you go to work. Your son is in the bedroom. Your husband is in the living room. You are in the kitchen. Your neighbor is Regan, where I am. My name is Regan. Your neighbor is Regan. You live in the twin building. So they're telling you every small details that you need to know. That look, your neighbor is right opposite you, is in the 11th floor. His light is off. This is what the invisible they're saying. I'm assuming this is what's happening inside the house. They're saying to them, your neighbor, the light is off in your neighbor's house. Only your light is on. Everybody is sitting down in the whole building. No one is doing nothing. Only you guys are doing something. My assumption is they're saying to them, look, now the lady, she's come out again. Look, now she's moving. She went to the kitchen. Yeah, now she's in the kitchen now. I don't know what I think she's cooking in the kitchen. She's cooking something. Yeah, she just tested it. I don't know if you guys, you can't see it properly, but you can just see a little bit. Now she's gone to the living room. Yeah, now she's gone to the living room. Yeah, I'm assuming she's cooking. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know why, I can't assume what's going on in some other people's houses. This is 16 floor houses. They have a lot of floors. They have 16 floor, one all the way to 16, I'm sorry, I have to speak in Lingala for a little bit for people who speak Lingala, because I'm from Congo. I have to explain to the people from the Congo as well to listen as well, to understand. Our tuvani na building na ba twin building. Twin building is a building with a nenge moko. Ba building emuna na nenge moko. Donc building wana na building o ngana zo vanda is a nenge moko. Donc ils ont la différent ata mukete. Donc différent ata mukezate. Donc il y a deux buildings et talana. Eza afas etalana ya otalanga ngapi na otala yeto otalana ba building to otalana ba building na biso omoni. Donc building wana eza building mobimba ndenge nga omona building wana ndenge pe building nga ezali eza ndenge moko échanger te omoni. Awa tona Londres tona kuna eza Londres. Awa omona kuta building awa eza Londres eza nini Westminster eza lokola centre, eza lokola ville à Londres babenga ngo Westminster. Sikoyo pemena Westminster tona Dockland ya kotoyo na ozuma ngo momuke o eza Dockland eza kote ba banque zala. Donc ba banque mingi au moins ba banque news tona ya Angleterre mingi zala na Dockland. So tena mupanzi boy omona ezali na cité aéroport eza na Beckton oyo kote ba avion mingi mataka wana. Chaque 2 minutes avion moko fo mata. Chaque 2 minutes avion moko fo mata. Chaque 2 minutes eza peme na université ya East London. Aba benga ngo ya université ya East London eza liboso ya aéroport wana. Omoni ngai na ofanda awa na building oyo endenge moko ena 16 niveau. Omoni ebani na niveau moko mibale misatu ti na 16 niveau. Omoni o building oyo eza mobimba na ngo ya ngo nde bomo na ngo wana eza kubanda na se ti na likolo. Omoni ndako onga na ovanda eza na 11e, na ovanda na 11e niveau. Omoni soko tali 11e niveau na building wana mususu eza ba ndako ba mwinda ba nini o ba fenêtre oyo. Ba fenêtre oyo na ola sabino oyo ba fenêtre o mibale oyo eza ba fenêtre oyo etalani na ngai, etalani na ndako na ngai parce que ndako na nga pe eza na 11e, et na 11e niveau. Ba fenêtre wana mibale wana eza na 11e niveau. Omon donc totalani biso na bango, mais ndako na nga eza na ngambu awa, eza kuna kotina olakisa yo nga naza lokola awa, nga na ovanda lokola awa, nga nazovanda lokola awa, nga na ovanda lokola awa, bango bazovanda awa. Omoni donc eza différent, eza kaka ndenge moko, eza ndenge moko bandako yango eza ndenge moko oyo eza kaka na olakisa bino eza ngambu na ngai ya bandako emonanaka ndenge moko, mais kuna eza ngambu awa eza lokola eza kotobenga yango opposition, kuna eza opposite awa ezali opposite mosusu. Totalani na babuilding na biso mibale boye. Omoni sikoyo eloko ekamusinga mingi na lere na vani na otala building yango namoni ke ba fenêtre nyonso, donc ba fenêtre nyonso do ba building mobimba ba mwinde eza ya kopela, mais okomona ta mutu moko te azo bouger, mutu moko te azo bouger, mais ba mwinda nyonso eza ya kopela, ezopela pe bien, mais ata mutu moko te azo bouger na ba ndako nyonso wana. Nga moko na ndako na nga mwinda na nga eza ya kokangama. Omoni nayebi te na libanda soki ba voisin na nga pa mwinda na bango eza ndenge nini. Omoni mais nga pe mwinda ya kokangama. Donc ba mwinda oyo ozomona, ba fenêtre oyo ozomona, oyo fenêtre oyo ba mwinda pele mibale, oyo mwinda pele mibale wana eza na 11e niveau. Na 11e niveau ndenge mona niveau oyo nga nazovanda, nga nazovanda na 11e niveau. Bakoti ba mwinda mibale peli wana na ba fenêtre wana eza niveau moko na ndako na ngai. Omoni donc edoko ekamusinga banana vanya na okama na bi mais siko ndeni immeuble mobimba me ba fenêtre nyonso mutu moko te azosala activité, mais kaka ba fenêtre mibale oyo na 11e niveau nde bazosala ba activité na remarquer yango. Mais ndeni kaka na 11e niveau oyo eza ndenge moko na ngai, eza na famille moko bazovanda wana, baza 3 personnes, baza mwasi mobali na mwana. Omoni na omona bango na fenêtre na ngai bango misatu baosala ba activité bana na vanda sali soki ba 2 heures na vandia ba 2 heures na otala ngo boye. Donc na moni na building mba ata mutu moko te azosala activité, ata azosala loko moko te o alamba na cuisine o akota na salon, parce que awo eza cuisine. Oyo eza cuisine. Bon, après nga na yebi ke non oyo ezali cuisine. Oyo na olakisa bino oyo eza cuisine. Oyo eza cuisine et puis oyo ezali salon. Omoni na osala assume ngo parce que na ndako na nga oyo ezali na opposite. Kuna ezali cuisine. Omoni kuna ezali cuisine. Donc na okasa lokola ke non lokola kuna ya cuisine, ba cuisine biso etalana, ba cuisine etalana bango batala ba mona nga na cuisine na bango na omoni mutu aza kuna mutu, omoni mutu yo wana mutu moko abi mwasi ngo ye wana eza mwasi wana akena na cuisine. Ale mobale mwana na bango landi, mwana na bango lati couleur soki ya pepo na ebite na ya nini ya couleur ya pink na anglais babenga yango pink, couleur bana basi. Omona mwana na bango lati yango na sira mwana na bango muke na ebite soki za mwana mobali ou beza mwana mwasi, mais après ngane na omoni na musika bona ebike aza mwana mwasi. Omoni bon awa na mboko pe oyeba te so muta mwana mwasi to za mwana mobali oyeba te, o bandaka oloba te ke no za mwana mwasi, mais aussi longtemps que non bana basi na bana mibali bakoma kolata bakoma koshanzane lokola mwana mwasi alati kola mwana mobali alati kola mwana mwasi po nini parce que babenga yango sex transgender omoni eza transgender eza bato oyo bazali bakolo bapede bato mingi eza ko bapede te mais eza lokola bastyle ekozala pe style eza kaka kipede te eza kaka te bakaka oyo bato bapede omoni bango bachanzaka mwana pede fo alata mwana mobali achange alata nini alata robe omoni mpona babenga ye pede non eza bongo te eza ke non ekoza pe style na ye ekoza pe style ke aza mwana mwasi mais alataka lokola mwana mobali omoni kobenge mwana mwasi kobenge mobali te mais aza mwana mwasi mais ekoloba te ke aza mobali mais eza style na ye style eza alingaka komona kati mwa suki na ye esalamaka nango moko omona mama ya bino akati suki papa na mama ya bino akati suki alati pantalon lokola mwana mwasi omoni moko omona papa na bino omoni ana suki milai omoni lokola bana basi omoni elakisi ke non papa na bino apede non papa na bino apede te mais eza style na ye ya kotia suki milai mpo nini leo mosusu eza banda botama alingaka style wana eza nango normal eza loko moko teke ya kobanga ya kolobaka no za pede omoni abimaka na bana mobali obi aza mwana mwasi akata suki aza lesbienne omoni ekoloba bongo te omoni bon kuna namoni ke no eza na mama moko na papa moko na mwana ya mwasi omoni mpona nga apropre ngani na moni bato baza kuna omoni mais nayebi te soki eza ya solo to eza ya solo te parce que naomona ke eza famille naomona ke eza famille eza papa mama na mwana mwasi mais ekozala le mosusu mpe baza le mosusu basi bango nyonso bakozala mpe basi na kati ya ndako wana ekozala bango nyonso baza bana basi omoni moko na bango baza bapede le mosusu omoni bapede moko alataka lokola mwana mwasi mosusu alataka lokola mwana mobali omoni bape na mwana na bango moke mwana na bango moke akozala mpe le mosusu pede mpe omoni akozala le mosusu mwana mobali mais alataka lokola mwana mwasi omoni bon nyonso wana nga nayebi te parce que natina bango baquestion wana te mpona yeba makambo wana mais mpona nga nazosala assumption ke no omoni bato bazalaki na balongwe bakei omoni bazalaki na shabanda bato bazalaki kuna ndako yango omoni bandaki kobouge omoni bato bazalaki bandaki kobouge mais omoni moto akobouge susu te building mobimba banana likolo ti na se omona ata mutu moko te azobouge o mutu moko azakende na cuisine o mutu moko asala eloko boye atourne boye asonga boye ata mutu moko te abandaki kobouge omoni sikoyo omoni mwinda echange na cuisine omoni cuisine mwinda echange mwinda ezalaki liboso ezalaki ya kopela makasi mais sikoyo mwinda echange ekomi ya kokita omoni bon mpona ngai nayebi te eloko nini mama wana mpenza azosala ube mama wana ube papa wana nayebi eloko nini te azosala na kati ya cuisine na bango wana omoni eza kaka ye moko te okende na cuisine moko omona mwana na bango akoti na cuisine moko omona mpe papa na bango akoti na cuisine moi sikoyo moto abouge kuna moto oti obouge kaka sikoyo omoni donc cuisine wana mwinda ekangami sikoyo omoni mwinda yake sikoyo moto ake na cuisine ake na cuisine sikoyo yo wana omoni na cuisine omoni sikoyo bien afongoli nini congélateur sikoyo ozomona ye bien sikoyo omona ke non bino mo moko mpe kodeside soki wana eza mwana mwasi to ya mwana mobali yo mo mpe kotala mwa moke nayebi te eza claire te mais quand même okomona ke non na mosika koyeba mpe mwa moke ozala mwa ide koya mpe olobaka ate eza mwana mwasi omoni mais eza te ke non nafinga ye mwana mwasi mwana mobali nafingi ke eza mwana mwasi non nazofinga te eza kaka koloba nde likambo na omona na miso na ngai omoni cuisine wana eza cuisine omoni wana eza cuisine wana mwinde bandeki kopela mais babomi mwinda mwinda babomi mwinda wana babandeki kolamba na cuisine mwasi na bande kolamba mama wana be mobali wana na ebite mobali be mwasi mais o azomona lokola mwasi abande kolamba na cuisine azolamba omoni mais na ebite er moko abomi mwinda er moko apelisi mwinda mais yozo lamba siko na kopote ndeni yozo lamba mais er moko mono abomi mwinda ok na ebite siko lamba musala ba pondu na ebite parce que pondu pe wumelaka pondu er moko solo ma pondu omoni ekosala musu 3 heures de temps on a 3 heures de temps wana wakate obligé otika mwinda eza ya kopena na 3 heures de temps non okope koboma pe mundu okope mwinda pe la pondu zo lamba mati ava pondu be la wana omona esali 3 heures de temps omoni mais o save the energy aba benga ngo save energy zo bomba nene mwinda obomba nene courant na yo parce que courant ekendaka malembe aussi longtemps ozosala la courant aussi longtemps pe ezokende omoni soko oboma wa mwinda na yo courant na yo pe ezotikala ndango ezokende malembe mais soko ozopesa bamwinda ebele osala baactivité ebele na courant omona courant na yo pe ezokende mbangu omoni mama wana namonaki soki mama soki papa mais oyo aza lokola mwana mwasi namonaki akoti na kati ya cuisine azolamba azobala cuisine ndeka boti komona ye momonaki autaki kofungula congélateur omoni afungula congélateur lera afungoli congélateur wana tomoni biso nyonso to azali koloka mwana mwasi tomonaki ye bon nga namonaki azolamba namonaki munde ezalaki ekopela azolamba après un moment abomaki munde kaka nde eza bongo kaka nde bomoni munde eza bongo un moment munde ekomaki ya kokufa kaka bongo omoni après un moment na yabona munde ezalaki kopela lisusu le na bandaki video munde ezalaki kopela lisusu munde epeli lisusu azolamba akomi kotourne omoni mais sikoyo no babino abomi lisusu mwinda mwinda eza ya kokufa lisusu donc oza lokola deuxième fois abomi mwinda yango na babiki na msala mapundu bala madesu mwinda msokola madesu ewumelaka soko olamba ngo ewumelaka kozwaka temps ngona temps wana madesu ezotoka oyepe koboma lepo mwinda koboma mpe mwinda er moko ye mpe ofungoli mwinda na yo ocheke madesu nyonso ezolamba soki ezolemba obelembi te omoni bon nayebi so mama desu so wala malamu so makoso omoni babiloko wana ezalaka makasi eya babiloko ngo eza makasi donc wumela kozwaka temps babiloko ya makoso ekozala mosu ba 3 heures de te ezotoka kaka na moto omoni bamindele balambaka banini oyo babenga yango baliaka paste na bango na bolognaise omoni mundele so balambi paste na ye alambi yango na bolognaise omona bolognaise wana eza lokola azotia alolamba lokola lambe babenga yango lambe lokola taba lokola ngulu non ngulu te lokola taba te lokola beef eza lokola ngombe lokola ngombe mais ngombe wana siko banika yango donc olamba ngombe akola oliango na ba spaghetti babenga yango bolognaise bamindele baliaka yango mingi ozwi bolognaise na yo ozwi ngombe wana banika yango osangisi yango na bananino na ba mushrooms otie ba mushrooms ezaka babiloko matoyi wana otie yango na kati otie banini ba courgette matungulu otie tomate ya pire tomate ya mbuma otie pena tomate ya mbuma ya oyo ya bolognaise bateka yango na shop tomate ya mbuma ya bolognaise omoni otie yango na kati ya tomate ya mbuma teke ya normal omoni yango ezala lokola na bol moko ya vitre donc omona na kati tomate pourtant tomate mingi ezalaka na bamanzanza tomate mosusu omona na linzanza mosusu omona ya tomate pire omoni tomate pire ya linzanza tomate pe ya mbuma na linzanza mais oyo eza tomate pire te eza tomate na kati na nini ya vitre omona vitre omona ngo na kati wana balambelaka yango bolognaise eza lokola nini ngombe banika omoni oliango na spaghetti omoni siko mwinde ya okangama mutu moto abouge na ndako yango omoni mutu moto abouge ata mutu mota na kata ndako na oboje susu omoni building mobimba tina likolo banana likolo tina se omona ata mutu moko ta oboje na building wana ata mutu moko ta oboje na building na banana likolo tina se même ata kuna pe na mpanzi kuna pe mutu ata moko ta oboje kuna omoni mutu ata moko ta oboje omoni building mobimba ata mutu moko ta oboje kaka ndako bane ko bouger mo bane ko bouger bazo bouger ba osala makambo belé na akena cuisine azonga na salon akena cuisine mwana na bango mse bane ko bouger mama papa na mwana bon famille wana nde bazala na yebiso ba lesbienne be ba normal ba benga ngo straight be baza ba normal parents be ba parents ba lesbienne ba gay ba PD na éviter wana selon ngai na we ko juger bango bongo te. Ça va jugement na bango na ba sexe na bango eza rien à voir na ngai na ba sexe na bango na ba nini na bango nde bazali eza bango moko nde bazali bongo eza ngai te na ko deste pona mutu na sexe na ye pona za la lesbienne azala gay eza problème na ngai te omoni eza ba loi na mboko yo roza la gay roza la PD mutu ko tsa pe mutu pasi azati omoni mutu pa ko deste pona yo omoni munde pele munda na likolo banda kwa likolo munda pe peli omone do boza confusion te na munda ndenge peli likolo omone munda peli likolo wana bana na vani 2 heures de temps awa mwinda na likolo pela kite munda likolo pela ite ezala kaka mwinda oyo ya bato na se wana bango mutu munda na bango banda ko pela na cuisine pe munda yo pela omone na cuisine kuna na episo ba olamba pona ebite loko nini so atelemi sikoyo eza pona kena msina cuisine mais kuna cuisine na okende eloko nini osala na kata cuisine tomona ki liboso keno akende na kata cuisine après afungola ki congélateur omoni mais sikoyo to ko na kata cuisine osala nini parce que okoka ko okende te okenda na cuisine okenda na ozonga na ndako okenda na cuisine okenda boy na ebise ko obela liboma parce que awa babela maboma pe omoni na fingi bango te omoni ngana mutu na bana ko finga bango et puta bango esi bango bayoka ngai te na ko vona te bana ko finga bango na fingi bango te mais ba keno so abimo na kena cuisine eloko nini aki osala na cuisine parce que so bazo lamba ninga maki mwinda wana ndega boma mwinda wana na ninga zo lambela bon ezo dépend eloko nini ezo lamba parce que comment ezo boma mwinda zo fungola mwinda eloko nini na ngozo lamba pour ne peso ba activité ya bongo keno ou maka mwinda o fungola mwinda na éviter les musu babela malade ya mutu omone na lobaka ngo déjà ba de bossa na lobaka ngo de bossa c'est le nom en anglais na yebi ba bayoka anglais ba to bayoka anglais ba ko comprendre le na lobaki na ba mino que non les musu babela mutu ba malade ya mutu omone babela mutu ba tu mi babela mutu na mboka o na Londres omone ba tu mi babela mutu ba kenanga nango na hôpital ba police mingi bakanga yo police mingi waya na ndako na yo omone so muta bengi ye so muta bengi neti sikoyo muta ko benga pe police abengi pour savoir que non na yoki na ndako o eza pembe na biso wana eza na batu moko be bazolo ko maka moko boy omone mutu police pa ko benga mutu voisin pa ko benga police kala sikoyo ako benga pe na yoki neke voisin nga o eza avani pembe na ngai na yoki azolo ko maka moko boy azosala boy eza kiti ya police ye moko aleste loko nini akoki kosala mpena makambo wana moni akoki mpe koya mpe aluki mpe yo amoni mpe yo laka amoni yo akoki mpe koloba nio keno nazwaki phone call mpe bavoisin na yo babengai ngai bayebisiki keno eloko boye na boye ezoleka awa yango biso tozomoni keno ozobela liboma omoni obela liboma yaka tokende na yo na kati ya hôpital mpona basoane yo donc eza na droit na bango bana droit ya kosala yango apres ye mpoza na droit ya kokola na mibeko wana omoni parce que soko na nyango te okepe na prison bakokepe na prison mpe parce que ozolinga kolandela mibeko ya baloi ya bamboka na bango te omoni donc bakokango bongo bango bazalaka bongo awa na Londres eza bongo omoni bato wana na biso babela liboma na fingi bango te omoni na ofinga bango te na pe na temps ofinga bango te parce que na yebi nango tumi bango pe te omoni na pe mwana moke te natia caméra na ngai na bana kofingaka bato na building moko boye. Donc il y a un sens moko te, un sens te kina kisala loko mwa bongo omoni. Donc bato bafanda na building wana bafanda na ndako wana o bafanda na 11e floor. 11e floor ngapi na bafanda na 11e floor awa omoni. Baza wana ba na yebi so babela liboma wana pina peuple nga na yebi yango te. Mais na omi tout na ba question, na omi tout na ba question que non soka longwe wana ke na cuisine afungoli congélateur abomi mwinda apele ka kobima kona cuisine ake na salon azongi na salon apa songi na cuisine so encore afungoli so congélateur abomi mwinda bon na yebi loko ni soka sa na congélateur okota na congélateur ke na obomaka mwinda ofungolaka mwinda obomaka mwinda na yebi loko bawasala te apope nga na I don't know what they do na anglais balobaka na I don't know na yebi loko bawasala na kati ndako wana te omoni mais na yo kasa na musu babelaka liboma bakoza na musu malade ya liboma bazoka ba makambo bebele na mutu na bango ba mingongo bebele ya bato bazolo ba makambo bebele na mutu na bango nde bazana bango ndako mobimba la musu babelaka malade na bango mutu oye bango pete omoni. Donc guys, like I was telling you, you know, this house, the house there, the house above, yeah, the light it went on. The lights went on in the house above, you know, for a few minutes the lights went on, and then later the lights went off, you know. But the house in the bottom, that is the same side as my house, is in the 11th floor, you know. The lights in the bottom, the kitchen lights kept going on and off. So I kept making an assumption, yeah, if the kitchen lights keep going on and off, what kind of activities are they doing in the house? You know, for them to keep going in the kitchen, turning the lights on and off, you know. Already I knew that the lady, she was cooking, you know, the lady or the man, but the one that looks like the lady, she was in the kitchen and she was cooking something, like in a cooker cooking something. And I already told you that was the kitchen because I know my kitchen is on the other side, the same side as their side of the kitchen. You know, now look, you know, she's going back to the kitchen again. You see, somebody is going back in there. You know, now you see they're going back in the kitchen. You know, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe look, what bazoi na cuisine susu, bazoi na cuisine, mutu mo na cuisine, oza la moisi. Maybe look, bazoi maybe te akei azong abimi. Now she's going back. She's going back in the living room. She's gone in the living room now. She didn't turn the lights on. Afungole munda te. Afungoli munda te loko moko te omoni afungoli munda te akema moko na cuisine omoni mwana za mwana when that was a child who went in the kitchen, yeah. She didn't open the fridge. She's going back to the kitchen again, you know. She tried to go back but she stopped in the middle. She was going to the kitchen but she stopped in the middle, you know. She stopped in the middle. I don't know why she did that. You know, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not there to ask her the question. You know, to ask her, excuse me, why did you suddenly go to the kitchen and you suddenly come back? And even when she went inside the kitchen, look, now she's going back to the kitchen. You know, that's the child. You know, now she's in the kitchen. I don't know what she's doing. I don't think she's opening the fridge. That's where the fridge is. You know, but I don't know if she's opening the fridge because the fridge, they open it on top. I don't know if the fridge is the one you open the bottom and the top. I'm assuming it's that type of fridge that you open the bottom and you open the top, yeah. And when she went next to the fridge, yeah, she's supposed to bend down, you know, and open the bottom. I can't say she's supposed to bend down. You know, she doesn't have to bend down. Like now, look. You see, she looked like she's opening something. You know, she looked like she went in to open something. You know, and now she's gone back again. You know, she's keep going back. You see, she's going back now.